Hello, welcome. How are you? This is a relationship reading, and it's for May. I think I'm still doing May readings at the moment. I've done Twin Flame and Soulmate, so I want to do relationship, and then the last one will be romance, because that was the new one that I added in, romance. I just thought it's kind of nice. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to use the Angelic Love Oracle today, which I really like, just for a relationship message. I don't normally use that many oracle cards actually, but I thought the other thing I'd do, usually I just use the oracle cards for the zodiac readings, but I thought I'd use that one for this reading as well, just to see, you know, what comes up in the fortune telling deck. So it's a relationship reading, and it could be any relationship really. You know, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it could be. Whatever's on your mind really. I'm using lavender today. Got very drawn to lavender. I don't know if it's just because it's like the springtime, but I just fancied a more gentle, although I know some people, you either love lavender or you hate it, don't you? I've got just normal tea this morning. I actually had chamomile tea this morning, and I should have just used that again because I put it in my pot and then I use it twice normally. But anyway, I got the breakfast tea. Just went for that. So yeah, I don't know if you like to see this actually. This is I think I showed it briefly on the channel yesterday. It's a goddess that I bought in Glastonbury when I went down there in March, and I bought it from the Goddess shop, which is basically the shop run by the Goddess temple there. And I'd always wanted a goddess, and it's got, the nice thing is it's got moonstone in it, and because my sun's sign is Cancerian, so it's quite nice because that's moonstone is our stone. And then these are my Buddha beads as well. So these are more just what I use personally, really, these things. They're not, I don't really tend to use them when I'm working. It's more personal use for the feminine. And for me, these sort of represent the masculine, but I mean, they don't have to. But they're lovely. They were actually made by an actual Buddha, and I thought I'd lost them. I lost them for the last 4 years. And then I found them under my bed a couple of months ago, which was, well, about a month ago. It was amazing when I found them. I couldn't believe it, really. Thought they'd completely gone missing. And I knew I wouldn't have thrown them away. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, let's do the reading. Let's have a little look what we get here for relationship. It's lovely and sunny here today. It's a little bit cold though. You know, it's a little bit chilly in the air. You can't, it's like I want to wear a blazer, you know, a thin blazer, but it's a little bit too chilly for that, really. Okay, so let's pick an oracle card to start off with. So this is for any relationship really that you're thinking of that's special to you. Disagreements. Agree to disagree. Something quite peaceful about that, isn't there? When you can truly just be at peace, that there's a lack of agreement, you know, within your connection with someone. There's just, either you're just not on the same page and you can't agree with the sort of, you know, what the relationship is, you know, it could be fundamental like that, or it can be something quite big within the relationship that you can't agree on, like living together and not living together, or something equally as big. And it's hard because you go through a difficult time, despair at the bottom, because you're not on the same page. But then if you let it burn away, you know, depending on the connection, I'll be honest with you, because what I found is some connections you think they're so strong and then you realise they weren't as strong as you thought. Because eventually your pain body gets burnt down and you sort of realise you don't love that person like you thought you did. But then some connections, it doesn't matter how much you're not on the same page, it just, the love still remains. You just still do love that person. And it's quite an incredible experience to realise how much love can be there. You know, and, you know, it's quite incredible because where you can have so much disharmony and pain, like it can trigger your pain body and your ego so badly because you're not agreeing on something within your relationship. And then after some time, and I do mean time, you know, you can just get to a point where the whole situation's just burnt so much of your ego and your pain body away. You just become so at peace with the situation the way it is, and you just, yeah, you still love the person, nothing's really changed, but you just feel at peace. You just feel at peace and accepting of, okay, this is just the way it is between us, you know. And I feel like that's with that card. It's like agree to disagree. It's just something's been burnt off and now there's just peace. There's just peace. And that's how we can help each other, you know, so that we don't feel despair anymore, because despair is just an illusion that needs to be burnt away. It's not really real. It does feel very real at the time, I know, because I've been through it. You know, the despair of thinking somebody doesn't love you. But if you let it just keep burning, and just keep connecting with spirit, you'll realise one day that despair didn't really exist. It's gone. Great fortune is coming to you. Great fortune is coming to you because you're reaching a much more peaceful place within your heart. So let's have a look at the recent past, if we dare. If we dare. Chariot. Somebody might have been talking about travelling or moving, you know, with the chariot, because it can literally represent somebody going somewhere. Can be about balance, can be about progress. Three of Swords, that's pain. Someone may have hurt you by something they've done. Either they were travelling away from you, or they were moving away, or they were, I don't know. It can also be your chariot is progress and spiritual initiation, and it could be that you, through that pain, like I was just saying, all that pain, because Three of Swords is pain, through all that pain you've actually gone through some sort of spiritual initiation, and now you are more peaceful. I think that's what it means. You've achieved more balance, you know, because when people hurt us, you know, it helps us to purge. It triggers us so that we can purge out all this old karma. How weird. What is going on right now? Three of Swords. Some of you still might be purging at the moment over this connection. I'll be honest with you. For me, I've done my purging. I've done most of my purging, really, with my connection. I really, really have. It's taken quite a long time, to be honest with you. I won't go into the length of time, but it's taken ages. But like I say, if you just keep allowing it and surrendering, the pain will end up disappearing because it's not really there. Now, you're in a much better position. Because of all this purging, you are moving into a much better position, a position of independence, okay? Nine of Pentacles. I mean, that does not look anything like the Nine of Pentacles card normal. I should probably swap the deck round because I know you... But you can see how attractive she is. He just wants a piece of her hair. You know, it's like all this work you're doing on yourself, you're not doing it to make yourself more attractive, but it is going to make you more attractive, because how attractive are we when we're carrying a shed load of pain body and ego around with us? You know, it's terrible, isn't it? But I mean, it's not attractive because it makes you needy, it makes you volatile, it makes you reactive, it makes you oversensitive, it makes you feel depressed, you know, all of those things. But there's been burning of this off, because obviously you haven't been given the relationship situation you wanted. But Spirit knows what it's doing with you, and it's been doing it to help you burn this off. Because you think the ego is like a small child, and it's not you, but it's a small child that tries to possess you. It tries to hijack you. And when that ego doesn't get what it wants, that small child doesn't get what it wants, you know, it goes mental. It has the most awful tantrums, and it makes things unbearable because it's hijacking us and it's having a tantrum and it's horrible. But, you know, if you keep ignoring that child and it doesn't get what it wants, it ends up learning to be more quiet. You know, and that's kind of what Spirit's been doing to you. It's been putting you through a process of not giving you the relationship you wanted, so that you could basically burn off old karma and really become the beauty, the true beauty that you are, okay? It doesn't matter what sort of gender or sexuality you are. We're all beautiful, aren't we? Especially when we've got less ego and we're actually our true selves. And the more you burn off, don't you find, something I just want to say, when you come across pictures of people and you look and you think, oh my God, I used to be like that. I used to be like that. You know, the ego, and you can just see it in someone's picture, the way they're posing, the way they're smiling, and you think that I used to do that and it's not really real. You know, you can notice it. So now your person is going through some sort of upgrade. They've got the World card, okay. Oh, they've got the Chariot as well. They're going through some sort of spiritual initiation and upgrade. All right. Now, you obviously haven't got what you wanted from them. There's, you know, the first card was disagreement. So that was clear. That was clear that you haven't been getting what you wanted from the relationship. And it's caused you to really feel reactive and despair. You know, that other card we saw, despair, you know, that was the other first card that come out. And it's gone now. I moved it. But through all of this burning off, you are now, you've made much better choices for yourself. You've started to look after yourself better. You've matured. And now your energy is much more authentic and nice, right? And now your person probably going through a bit of a similar thing, because they're being upgraded and they're going for a spiritual initiation. And I do get a sense that this person could be moving or travelling, because they've got I'm seeing the Chariot card twice. Or maybe there's just been separation between you, you know. I'll just have a quick sip of my tea if that's all right. So, what does this person think of you then? Oh. I do laugh. Since I've burnt off more of my pain body, I'm just laughing all the time. It's really funny. Right. What does this person think of you? They still get quite triggered by you. They've got the Knight of Swords, which is quite a triggered type of energy. I mean, this is quite a naughty, naughty card. I think personally they do get triggered by you. They try to cut off from the emotional side, because that's what a Knight of Swords person would do. And they try to just think of it in terms of, you know, if they like you, they don't like you. When they want to see you, they want to see you. When they don't, they don't. They can be quite reactive and triggered and switch around quite easily how they feel. And switch off from their emotions. But then when they do want to see you, or they do want to spend time with you, it's like boom, you know, they're just like there. So they're kind of a bit naughty, really. this person definitely moves around a lot. I mean, this is not somebody that stays still for long, okay? They feel very happy when they're with you. I think they do want to have the upper hand over the connection, okay? But they do feel very happy with you to have 10 of Cups, right? So that's confirmation. You're not imagining it. They like spending time with you. How do they feel this month in May then? Let's have a look. How are they feeling at the moment? Full reversed. Ooh. They're possibly they're a bit stuck on you. It's a funny energy, full reverse. I get a sense as if like they would like to just mug you off. I don't know why I said that, because I don't normally say that word. I get the sense that they'd probably like to just go off travelling or exploring or doing their own little adventures, but I don't think they can. King of Swords. They're starting to have certain realisations about you, that they do like you, and as much as they may have wanted to just sort of like disappear off, do their own thing, you know, you're dealing with someone who's very independent, and definitely this person's been trying to shut down emotions, there's no doubt about it, because there's no emotional cards here whatsoever. But they I think they could be starting to have some realisations, basically, and see a bit more clearly. You know, this month. They could start seeing things a lot more clearly this month. Oh. This person does want a reunion or reconciliation with you, or because they got 2 of Cups. So they're going to want to see you. You know, what I will say to you is, I feel you've been in your heart with this connection. I feel this is your authentic truth, that you just genuinely like this person. Yeah? Some of you love this person, right? You've got a lot of love for them. Obviously, it's caused you a hell of a lot of pain, but really it has done you a favour, the pain that this person's put you through, because, like I said, when we need triggers in order to get rid of this old pain body. You know, like in the beginning, you were probably very needy with this person, very attention seeking, obsessed, maybe thinking about them a lot, you know, and you know, that's not you really. Like, that's just your ego doing that, and we need to get rid of that, because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make us attractive, and it doesn't help us, because we're not really connected to ourselves. We're just like obsessing about somebody or whatever. So this person has, I know it doesn't feel like it, but they have done you a favour really, and that's why Spirit's put all of this in place. You know, by not giving you what you wanted, you know, your ego's been having massive tantrums, and it's felt really unfair, but it's helped you to get rid of that egoic entity and become much more centred in yourself. You know, to have 9 of Pentacles, I know that you are becoming more centred, more grounded in yourself, and you're not obsessing and thinking about this person anymore. You're actually much more able to focus on yourself and your spirituality and your purpose, you know. So, but underlying it all, there's obviously, you know, a bond, and you still care about them. This is not, you know, it's not like an ego thing where you're just, you know, you like the idea of it. You do really do like this person. But this person's been using their ego a lot. They have, because they go too much into the mind, create obstructions, barriers. So they've been more in their ego. And I feel like Spirit is teaching them a lesson for it. I don't know if I should say that really, but I do. Because of the fact they've got the World with the Chariot, which shows me they're taking them through a spiritual initiation to upgrade them. And because they've got the Fool with the King of Swords. King of Swords is judgment. So this person's being put through a spiritual judgment, and they're being stopped. They're being stopped. And this sounds horrible. But I honestly do think this person's being stopped from either meeting other people or moving on or playing around, because they're doing it through ego. they're just doing it for your ego because they know they really like you and they like your connection because they've got 10 of Cups, but they're trying to act like a Knight of Swords. You know, they've got 10 of Cups, which is like real absolute contentment and love, but they're acting like a Knight of Swords, cut off. It's their ego. It is definitely their ego, and I do think Spirit's teaching them a lesson. And I think they're starting to make breakthroughs and realisations in this month of May that they do want to see you. They do want to, you know, do all these things. Now, they do find it very challenging because you, like, they've triggered your inner child by not giving you the type of relationship you would like. You've already done the hard work. You've already accepted all those things and gone through all that purging, because it's been really upsetting to not get what you wanted from this relationship. But you've gone through that, and now you're in a nice period of acceptance and peace, and you're much more grounded in yourself. This person, meanwhile, has been mucking about, you know, in their ego, in their mind, and not really connected to themselves, maybe gallivanting around, chatting to different people. You know, fair enough, they've had to go through that journey. But now, 7 of Wands, you know, it's all because they've been avoiding the challenges that you were triggering in them. You know, you didn't shy away from it. You took on the challenges. You faced the pain body. You faced your demons over this connection, but your person's been avoiding it the whole time. I'll be brutally honest with you, they have. And now it's just, Spirit is basically showing that through wanting to still connect with you, they have to feel and face their demons. Now, luckily, where Spirit's got them to now is that they are actually in a more better position to face some of those demons that come up, you know, because we've all got them. Like I said, you've already dealt with yours, but they haven't dealt with theirs. They've been avoiding it. But I feel in the month of May, it's like Spirit is saying, now it's time. You're going to have to face this, you know, because they've put this person through a series of healing experiences lately, the last few months. And now this person is in a better position when they get triggered by you and triggered by the intimacy, because this person's definitely got issues with intimacy. When they get triggered by that, and they start to want to put their guard up and avoid, I don't think they will, because bottom line, they realise how much they like spending time with you. And Spirit is keeping them locked down. Spirit is keeping this person in a situation where they can't really move on, and I think they've realised that now. They can't really move on. They're not meeting anyone that they really like. Even when they muck about, meet different people, it's not really doing it for them. They always end up coming back to you. What's hidden that you don't see? Queen of Swords. Well, you could instigate a separation with this person. That's very possible. You could also be quite bossy and hard, and that came up in the last reading. If you look back at it, I said in that last reading, all the cards were showing me you putting your boundaries in place and being a lot more strict. Now they've got King of Pentacles. You've got King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. You're a lot more grounded. You're a lot more solid. You're a lot more boundaried. It's also a king and a queen. So one of you the feminine, one of you the masculine. Doesn't matter what gender way round it is, or whatever. It's, you know, it's just energies. This is a king and queen. Like, this is basically a love match, and now they want to give to you, and you are a bit more hard and cautious. Okay, King of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. It's like, no, you're not getting too close to me unless I know you're real. And until I know that, I'm not going to just keep being all soft and gentle, you know. Now, what's the advice from Spirit? They are saying to just stay very committed to yourself, stay very committed to your path. Stay very committed to your spiritual path. It's very important that you stay in tune with yourself, because we've got the King of Cups reversed, which can sometimes mean when we're neglecting our spiritual path again. You know, Knight of Pentacles tends to be loyalty, but it's very slow to come. This person's still suppressing emotions, and it's a very slow, gradual situation. It's important that you stay committed to yourself and you don't keep giving love to this person at this time. King of Cups reverse. They don't want you to put yourself in a situation where you're giving, and you're not receiving. Knight of Pentacles, very committed to themselves, slow progress on their path, don't care if they seem boring, not bothered about that. My path's the most important thing and I'll just do what I need to do each day, thank you very much. And King of Cups reversed, I'm not going to keep giving to everyone. You know, I need to take time out for myself. You know, this person could sometimes be a bit narcissistic, I'll be honest with you, which I don't like to say and I don't like to see. You know, if you're dealing with somebody that slips into narcissistic type of behaviours, it is literally just a mirror that you're still not fully connecting with yourself properly. Because once you fully connect with yourself properly, there will not be any narcissists in your life. Right? It's the only reason they crop up. There is commitment here between two people, and there is progress, but it's not what you would call a regular commitment, because Four of Wands in reversed is like a commitment between people that are unusual. I mean, that kind of makes sense because on this Soul Family channel, we are unusual. But I mean, like, it's just not your run-of-the-mill type of commitment, but there is commitment there. Because there is a match here between you both. It's just their ego that constantly fights it, and Spirit's just basically saying, you know, that is still kind of going on this month, unfortunately. I mean, I was hoping to see it a bit different, because obviously they've got the Two of Cups and they want reconciliation with you, they want reunion, they want to spend time with you, and the Seven of Wands shows that they feel challenges within themselves about getting too close to you. Like when they get too close to you, they feel very challenged by that. And they do seem to be in a better position to deal with that. And I feel Spirit is forcing them to just continue connecting with you for their own spiritual growth, you know. I really feel like this reading does confirm, if you keep worrying that your person's meeting other people, I can honestly guarantee you they're not. I'd be really surprised if they were. And even if they did, it's going to be dead end after dead end after dead end, because Spirit won't abide this type of ego that this person's got. And Spirit's trying to teach them a lesson. But no, I don't mean this in a nasty way. It's just, you know, we're not here to support ego, really. You know, ego is fake. So eventually it has to disintegrate. Your person's still putting up a fight though. They still keep retracting into the ego. They want to give to you this month, and they want to be more, I don't know if they want to give to you, but they definitely want to be more present with you, because there's King of Pentacles there to the Queen of Swords. But then you've got the King of Cups reverse. It's like, oh God, it feels like 2 steps forwards, 2 steps back, if I'm being honest. I feel like you could meet them, have a really good time, and then they retract back again. But I can tell you now, with that Four of Wands reversed, they do feel committed to you. There's no one else that this person is excited about or attracted to or talking to. If they are talking to anyone, it's completely meaningless, and it's complete ego, and it's complete waste of their time, and deep down they know that. There's going to be progress, and there is going to be some messages back and forth this month, Eight of Wands. And you've got great fortune. You're in a period of great fortune, because really you are at peace. You have burnt off a lot of ego and pain body through all the rejection that you've suffered in this connection. You know, all the letdowns, all the difficulties, all the pain. You faced your demons. You've stayed true to yourself. You've stayed true to your alignment. You've learned how to connect with yourself. You've done all the spiritual work that you possibly could. Spirit knows that, and they're bringing you abundance. You've got Knight of Pentacles, which is abundance. You've got the Great Fortune card. Things are progressing very nicely for you to have the Eight of Wands. You know, in this connection, your person is still like the ego, the little child that I described. We've all got that little child inside us that, you know, has all these tantrums and stuff, and that's the ego. You've been dealing with yours, getting yours back better under control, facing your demons, doing your work, you know, and now you're more centered in your true self, you know, and you're not playing games, silly games anymore and doing toxic stuff. But your person, unfortunately, they're being put in a tight spot right now, and I don't think they really like it, if you want my honest opinion. I don't think they really like it at all, because this person, from an ego perspective, I think they just like to just keep exploring, meeting different people, doing their own thing, and Spirit's kind of not really allowing that, because it's just going to keep being dead ends. So you will have contact with this person this month, and you will see some nice things happen, but it will still be the way it is, unfortunately. But, you know, give it a bit more time, see what happens, because I'm interested to see what Spirit will do next with this person, quite frankly. So yeah, that's the message. If you do like the reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you'd like to book in for reading, you know you can, just contact me, and you can always buy my Oracle deck as well. One love.